Hi! So Dynamite is tonight, and we haven't got everything confirmed. So far when I'm recording this, it's about nearly 8 o'clock, and I've got stuff to do, unfortunately, if people know. So, yes. So I'm just going to do the card now, talk about what I predict is going to be on it, and just getting it out the way, because I like this. So, the first thing we've got to talk about has actually a bit of an update. So, it's a trios match, which has the Don Callis family, which is Andrade, Takeshita, and Mark Davis. What a lethal combo. And it was originally supposed to be Brody King, Darby, and Jack Perry, but Brody King's taking time off due to personal reasons. I think it is due to a close friend passing, which I did see, so that's not great. Hope Brody's all good. We love Brody King here. But he has been replaced with Bandito, which Bandito's back! Yes! So I'm very happy about that. So we're getting Bandito with Darby and Perry. This match will fuck. This match will be great. I hope this is the main event. I think it should be. This could be really fun. Bandito, just in general, and then Darby and Perry are great too. And then that Don Callis trio of Andrade, Takeshita, and Davis is genuinely fucking lethal. So I'm all for that. I'm all for that. That could be unbelievable. I really am looking forward to that. I think the obvious build is to have the Don Callis family win to give them a more protection, but I don't know. This match doesn't really care. As long as we get some fun, I'd have this as the main event. I'd have this a little bit of time, and I don't know. I just hope this one is as fun as it looks to be, because this could be really good. Sometimes the trios matches are a bit messy, are a bit hard to kind of lay down, but either way, Bandito and that entire lineup for this trios match fucks insanely hard. I can't wait for that. So after that, the only other match we have confirmed for tonight so far is Willow Nightingale versus the return and out of fucking nowhere Queen Aminata for the TBS title. I've missed Queen Aminata. I think she was on a great little run before she got injured just the start of that women's tag tournament. I think she's been really missed, Queen Aminata. I don't think she'll win here, obviously, from Willow. Willow's having a bit of a weird track record of just bringing people back with the TBS. You have Shida last week, Aminata this week. Willow's probably going to win via a slide again, which is bullshit. But the big thing is Aminata is back. I want to see how she is, and the obvious call is, when do we run her and Tekla back for the world belt? I would fucking love it if they really went fuck it, have Tekla attack just on sight, or the sisters are sent out to attack the pair of them, set up a trios match. I know Tekla's busy with Hater for Dynasty, but if they're building Aminata and Tekla, which they have got every right to, that feud just fucked anyway, I'm all for it. This could be really good. I'm really looking forward to this. Really, more for the implication of what we do with Aminata later. That's what really gets me. I really like that, but Aminata being back is great. Willow getting TBS bit of defenses in, that's always good. And yeah, honestly, just get some sort of Tekla tease. That's all I ask. Just some Tekla tease, or, you know, with the Sisters Sin, just got to build something there. I think that is definitely the way. So, like I said, we don't actually have any other matches confirmed. We'll talk about what I think happened, but the only two things we have confirmed is we'll hear from a Kenny Omega. Yes, which I assume is going to have some interruption from Max. Obviously building for Dynasty, which is this week. I can't wait for that. I just realised it is this week. So hopefully we get some good shit with that. I'm really looking forward to that. Kenny's great on the mic. Him and Max having a little segment, or a little vignette segment, whatever. That could be really fun. Hopefully, you know, it builds more and more. I think Kenny just getting time is excellent. I wouldn't be surprised if they give Kenny a match. Something to do. I think Speedball will be involved. I think Speedball have an involvement with Kenny in terms of like a go do it, bro, some sort of thing, giving him a bit of encouragement. I think that could definitely be on. But then after that, we actually have the other segment advertised, which is we'll hear the return of Chris Jericho following his surprise debut, re-debut, return, whatever, last week. Now, I think this will open. I think we'll learn what Jericho's whole MO is. I don't know who they'll give him. Again, I've had theories. I made a little video on what I think Jericho could do, but it's very hard to place Jericho. So I don't know if they give him a match for Dynasty, but I think they should set him up, his story going forward. Have him do a Jeff Jarrett fucking promo. Where's my world title push? That's the funniest shit. I think you could definitely tease something with Jericho, but I don't know what. There's a lot of things to do, but that's the only thing we have confirmed to Dynamite. I think Jericho will open. I think the trios match will main event, and it's a good looking card. It really is. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it'll bang. So, besides that, what do I think will be confirmed? I think the obvious call is, so if you've not seen on AEW socials, they have promoted Ospreay did ask for help with the Death Rider situation with the United Empire following Callum Newman's win at Sakura Genesis, the youngest ever IWGP title win. Fucking nuts. I think they'll... I don't know if that United Empire will have a interference or what. Wouldn't be surprised against it. But I think they'll make it... I think they'll do something with the Death Riders and the UE. So that'll be really fun. I really want to see that. You could give me... Just give me some sort of Callum Newman build, because that and Ospreay is going to be a really good build. But the Death Riders, stuff like that, that could be fun. I wouldn't be against... I think we're going to get a Moxley match. Feels like the most natural, shock to anyone. I think we're going to get a Moxley match. It's very fucking normal to get a Moxley match. Who did he give him? Fucking, I don't know. Give him Callum Newman for the laugh. Do that. I don't know. Maybe even give him a double tag match again. They've been liking to do that, him and Garcia, or a trios match with Yuta and stuff. I'm not against it. It's just, I think the Death Riders will have some involvement. That's not a real wild pick. I would, who else? I think Max will make an appearance, obviously. I would genuinely, if it was up to me, I would like to hear from Statlander. I feel like we've missed Statlander the last few weeks. He had a little backstage segment with her and Harley, which was like an online exclusive, which is fucking stupid. But then, I'm trying to think who else. Don Callis family, obviously Okada. That feels like a natural one. Him and Takeshita might have a little segment regarding Fletcher. That could be really good, actually. I think there'll be a little bit more development. Something with Ciampa. I feel like Ciampa makes a lot of sense. I think Ciampa's got to have a match at Dynasty. It feels silly if not. So I feel like stuff like that. FTR and Cope will probably make an appearance too. Stuff like that. Christian, stuff like that. I feel like this is the natural sort of things. I just think, again, it's not far for Dynasty. We got to get it sorted, and there's a lot to be confirmed. But the Ospreay and the UE will be the big one for me. I think they'll set up a trios match between the United Empire and the rest of the Death Riders for Dynasty. I think that will be announced. So yeah, that's my little preview for Dynamite this week. Again, I'm doing it a bit earlier because I've got stuff to do. But let me know what you think is going to be confirmed. What do you think of the matches? And what do you think Jericho's going to talk about? I think that's the biggest thing we're going to talk about. But what do you think Jericho will have to say?